Okay, yes, we can definitely start recording even. Good morning, everyone. I'm really happy to see you all and really happy that you came for our meeting. We had a small discussion about time difference that sometimes some participants are starting their day, but some of you are in the middle of the day. So maybe I will try to do maybe not an energizer, but some kind of exercise which will be connected to teleportation somehow. So please turn off your camera. Okay, you can turn off your camera. Leila, Jolene, can you turn off the camera? Jolene, can you? Okay, okay, yes. So now we are somehow in the podcast mood. So now we will do this teleportation for a minute. To get here, all you did was to click a Zoom link and boom, you are here. You are teleported in the meeting. But I don't actually think you are teleported yet. I think you are like part of a way that you started teleportation. But I actually think teleportation takes about 16 seconds. Clicking into your Zoom link takes about 3 seconds. And then the next 57 seconds, you just do absolutely nothing. Don't grab the black box that lies in your pocket. Of course, I mean mobile phones. Don't switch over to your email, tap and get one more email done. Just do nothing except for let your mind wander. After this 57 seconds, you can come back and turn in your camera and fully arrive. So please just do nothing for 57 seconds. Okay? I will start to think. Now you can come back. Okay. I think now our minds are in the different type of mood. If you did that really, like, you relaxed a bit. Okay, so when you are thinking about yesterday's workshop, yesterday meeting, what kind of emotions that you've got? Please go to this emoticon button on the Zoom, and please try to find the exact emo that represents the emotions that you've got yesterday during the workshop. Okay, what kind of emotions did you have? Okay. So what kind of emotions do you have, Celine, now, if you didn't attend yesterday's session? A little bit confused, yeah. Okay. Jolene. Okay, this part I'm not sure what does it mean. Okay, Svetlana is like, okay, Juliet is, she took the ear, she's listening. Okay, maybe she's curious. Okay, what kind of emotions we have? Sad emotion, a bit confused, yes, because of not being here. What more? Okay. Laura, Leila, Katya, what kind of emotions you had? What is that? Madea, what is this?
Ferris wheel. It's a
With
Ferris wheel.
This is about this colorful life
okay, thank
for
you.
general in the
Wow,
world.
wow, okay. Katia, okay, I can see sun even. Okay. Okay, thank you very much that you've shown us the emotions that you got after yesterday's meeting. Before we will start today's meeting, I would like to ask what stuck in your memory from yesterday? What elements, topics, exercise? But please hear the instruction till the end. How we will do that? I would like to do that a little bit different than yesterday, okay? And what I like to do is have you scream, shout, okay, these topics, elements, or comments or thoughts from yesterday. What does it mean that you will scream? I invite you to find on your keyboard the caps lock button. It looks, I don't know, can you see caps lock button? Everyone should have on your computer caps lock. Do you know the caps lock button? It makes the letters bigger. So please try turn on the caps lock button. And in the chat, type your comments all in the caps lock, but there is a but. Don't press the button enter. Just write down the thought, the comment, the maybe exercise that stuck in your mind. I will give you some time to type it, write it on the chat, and then I will count to 3. You will see I'm counting 1, 2, 3, and on 3, please enter all your thoughts, like clicking enter, yes, after 3. So this is the instruction. Think about yesterday, put the caps lock on, write a comment on the chat, Don't click enter till I will not tell you when to do that. And then I will count on 3, and on 3, please enter this answer. Okay, is it clear? Okay. So I will give you some time. Please write. Okay. Okay, so now I will start to count to 3. And if you will hear 3, please turn enter. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is a super chat exercise, super chat. We've got gender exercise. We had a CV motivation letter, gender, skills for finding a job plus gender conversations. Svetlana something wrote. Juliet, can you try to read it?
It's collective work. Collective work.
Collective work. Interesting and comprehensive sessions we've got. Very clear tools how to set up a CV and motivational letter. Did nice exercise. Motivation letter, gender clock. Yes, so we were thinking about what kind of activities can men and women do at the same times, and we were just talking on the gender biases and how it comes regarding to this AflaYouth program. Motivation letter and interview. Uh, Shocking statistics about women. Yes, this is that what Luan said. Every 11 minutes, one woman is killed. So this is very shocking situation. That's why we need to be more focused on this topic. What
motivational letter?
Motivational letter we've got. Okay, so that's all that we've got. So did you think you have questions after yesterday for us or for the material? If not, okay. Yeah. So if you don't have any questions, we can start to go further. Yesterday we were talking about book number 2, and today we will focus on the book number 3. So after completing the social and financial education curriculum, participants have made the choice for themselves. Should I learn more about employability and start working towards a career goal, and am I interested in trying to start my own small enterprise? The goal of this entrepreneur manual and of the AflaYouth curriculum is to guide participants through this process of starting their own business from the idea creation to the budgeting, to the marketing and fundraising even. So participants will gain the skills and knowledge and confidence to put their businesses into an action. So mostly we are trying to focus on the business during that path. So today we would like to show you the book. Of course, we will not talk about some virtual system or idea. So I would like you to go to the platform and come back to the third day. So if you were not able to be yesterday, so I will just tell you that on the first day we had the book number 1, which is the book which is like for everyone, and after that participants are choosing the track. So yesterday we were just talking about the track employability, and today we will be talking mostly about the entrepreneur skills book. So you will find the book in the day number 3 in the part of assignment, as you can see. And please go to the day number 3, click on the assignment, and there you will find this book. Okay. Please read. We will divide you in the 4 groups, and every group will have one topic. The first group will have understanding yourself as the entrepreneur and solving problems and spotting opportunities. Group number 2 will have the topic adding value and taking the first steps. Group number 3, understanding your customer, understanding your market. And fourth group, it will will have the topic marketing and value proposition, business, finance, biases. And in this 20 minutes, please try to read these topics and think together, and try to present the topics you are assigned to, which are assigned to your group, okay, after this 20 minutes. So I can try to write down the topics in English and in Russian on the chat, and you will have the topics over here. And of course, you can find the topics on the platform. So, as I told you, just go to the day number 3, assignment, book is here. And please go to the book number 3 and try to read. And after this reading, we will present what is inside of these sessions. Okay, do you have any questions? If not, Luan, please give our groups 20 minutes to work, and we will meet after this 20 minutes and we will discuss it.
Should I open the rooms?
Yes, please.
So there are 2 Russian-speaking groups and 2 English-speaking groups. So you will see.
Okay.
Albina, are you with us? She's not joining the group.
Yeah, maybe she's not at the computer. I don't know.
Probably.
Let's give her some time.
Okay. Yeah, she went now.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she's there.
Okay. We are still waiting for the, I don't know, 2 groups, probably, yes, to come back. Oh, yeah, they are coming back. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Okay, so we would like to ask you to present what you've got after this 20 minutes meeting. Which group would like to start to share their session and the idea of it and the comments of these sessions? Who would like to start?
We can go first, or group 1.
Jolene, okay, thank you. Group 1.
Yeah, so we have the first session of the book. It's understanding yourself as an entrepreneur and solving problems and spotting opportunities. So yeah, the first lesson is really about that the children think about their dreams if they have an entrepreneurial dream, and if they have not, they will be motivated during this session to find out what their dream is. And also they will learn what kind of skills they need to be an entrepreneur, what skills are related to being an entrepreneur, and what kind of challenges you can face while doing that. So yeah, the objectives of the lessons are what I just mentioned, actually. Share their entrepreneurial dreams and find it out, the skills and the challenges. And they do several exercises with this. And what I like about this lesson is that the facilitator also gets some options, like first to identify what kind of level the class is in. So do they already know more about the dreams or not yet? So you can adapt a bit and make sure that you're like building the right session for your kids. And then in the end, what I like as well is that they have a portfolio takeaway. So they have to fill out their entrepreneurial profile, which actually summarizes everything that they do in this class. So what is your passion? What does it mean to you? The businesses they know, what are your strengths? And then they reflect on this and they share this with their team members. Yeah, I think that's it in a nutshell.
Mhm. So did you like the idea of this session?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Was it clear? Was it clear for you just to
For
how
me, it was
to
very clear.
prepare yourself to this session?
Yeah, definitely for me, yes.
Okay,
For
thank
the
you.
others in the group as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Jolene, for the presentation. Which group would like to present now?
Yes, I would like to present. We had the session about adding value and taking the first steps in entrepreneurship. And with the adding value, the participants will learn that an enterprise can make profit with an existing project or service and to add value to that one instead of only making a new product or service. That they learn how to describe inputs and outputs and how you can add value and identify the adding value elements and determine ways to enhance a business by adding value and learning to solve problems. So for example, an input can be a coffee bean and the output will be the coffee itself you can drink. For example, if you have a pizza restaurant, how can you add value by, for example, adding a delivery services? So that's how they work with that. And also how to solve problems, and therefore it's important to see, okay, if we're working in a group, how can we use each other's talents to solve the problem? And the methodology they have used was image theater and discuss about different case studies. And they also talked about mentorship. So what's important, how do you choose a mentor? What is a mentor doing for you? What's important with that? And that kind of things. And then the next chapter about taking the first steps, then it comes to, what are your business ideas and how you can bring it to a practical thing. And also they learn how to give and receive feedback about it. And a methodology they've used here was a memory card game. And let me see, what was it about? Oh yeah, that was about understanding mentorship. And they used that game for it. And the other thing was, ID creation, giving and receiving feedback. So first, the participants need to think about a business idea by themselves. And then they will discuss it with other people in the group, one by one. And later on, they give each other feedback about their business idea. And yeah, therefore it's important that the feedback is neutral and that it's positive. And also that they give suggestions about their business idea. And then later on, they will reflect on their business ideas themselves. And and then they will discuss it with the group at the end of the lesson. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the presentation of this session. I think it's very there are some methods that they are we are using during this exercise, which can be very interesting. As you said, cards, memory cards, image theater, which we can use during this whole topic. Okay, thank you, Laura, for presenting this session.
Welcome.
Thank you. So next group, who would like to present the session?
Следующая группа – это номер 3. Понимание клиента и понимание рынка. Мы в группе обсудили, и я благодарна, что мне делегировали право презентовать. Сессия была очень интересной, в то же время сложной. Она заключается в том, что для понимания рынка участники обучения должны научиться определять свою целевую аудиторию, научиться проводить исследования, и к концу занятия они смогут описать потребности, характеристики клиентов, понять, какая целевая аудитория, и проводить самостоятельные исследования. В рамках обучения фасилитатор, тренер должен рассказать о типах исследований, как проводятся исследования. То есть в основном самые, как сказать, известные формы исследования – это опросы, анкетирование, как это проводится, какие вопросы задаются, какая может быть фокус-группа. И в последующем дети уже могут анализировать результаты своего исследования. Кроме того, очень хорошо, что в книге есть конкретные подсказки для фасилитатора, что нужно иметь для портфолио и как правильно проводить обсуждения и раздаточные материалы. То есть описано все, начиная с цели, метода, как это должно происходить. И затем дети научатся составлять портрет этой целевой аудитории. Все расписано, все очень удобно. Это облегчает работу тренера. Следующее занятие по пониманию своего рынка заключается в том, что дети научатся понимать, что такое рынок, и смогут объяснить результаты своего исследования, которые они провели, описать свой рынок. И вот эти все методы, которые используются, они помогают детям активно участвовать, изучать такие понятия, как рынок, целевая аудитория, конкуренция. И все примеры, которые даются в рамках этого занятия, они очень удобны для тренера. То есть мы понимаем своих клиентов, понимаем, что такое рынок, и умеем анализировать. Вот. И интересные методы используются, и бегущий диктант, и когда и раздаточные материалы. Я считаю, что это очень интересные находки, когда мы анализируем своих конкурентов. Здесь просто-напросто нужно ответить на вопросы, которые имеются в готовом раздаточном материале. Это очень удобно. Поэтому спасибо за разработку, очень интересная сессия. И самое главное, да, успешно провести эту работу.
Okay, so I was making the notes. So Jamila will be presenting on behalf of the group, and they had to deal with the part of the book which talked about the market and the target audiences, how to identify the target audiences, and also how to carry out the researches. And it was a fantastic methodology provided by the book because it clearly explains to the facilitator what kind of tips to be used while you explain the way to carry out the researches for understanding the target audience and target groups, how the researches are done, what are the major methodologies, maybe there are some focus groups, what type of questions are to be used in these focus groups. And by the end of this, the children or the adults who go through this AflaYouth program will know how to carry out the research, how to identify the proper target audience, how to know what are the specific needs and requirements of the audience. The book has the tips to the facilitator on how to run the whole process, as well as how to engage the students into discussion. How to complete the portfolio, including goals, aims, the details of market analysis, and so on. It also talks about the understanding of the market and the methods the youth will need to know in order to have the proper comprehension of what is the market. All the examples provided in the book are very convenient for the trainer, because by the end you will know what does the client mean, what is the target audience, how to carry out the research, how to do the market analysis. And the best part is that it uses the diversity of the methodology, like running dictations, and some other parts. So it is very convenient and very proper for this group. And she's very thankful to whoever has came up with this idea.
Thank you, Jamila. Thank you, Juliet. Yes, the researchers in this part of session, they are very important element for participants, just to try to look if their businesses, their ideas are open for the open market. Yes, so yes, they give the knowledge how to check it, how to give the feedback from clients. And yeah, this is a huge package for them. Okay, thank you, Jamila. Who would like to present the last sessions that we have in this exercise?
Да.
Rahat?
Мгм.
Yes, please.
Наша сессия 4-я – это тема маркетинг и ценностное предложение. Сессия проводится 120 минут. На основные ключевые понятия обращается внимание, как ценностность, маркетинг, реклама поддерживать и бизнес-профиль. Основная цель данной сессии – это когда участники научатся проводить маркетинговые исследования, которое в будущем поможет определиться с ценой на их товары и услуги, а также мы расскажем о ценностном предложении и научим его писать. Цели данного занятия – это в конце участники смогут провести собственное маркетинговое исследование, касающееся цен, и проанализировать полученные результаты, а также создать маркетинговый комплекс 5П для своих товаров и услуг и объяснить, что такое ценностное предложение и в чем его важность. Здесь используются раздаточные материалы, а также методики. Это групповая работа, с чего мы и начнем. Далее мемо-карточки, самостоятельная работа над бизнес-профилем. И далее идет обсуждение, просмотр работ. И здесь идет на заметку фасилитатору, что участники уже провели ценное маркетинговое исследование. И сегодня мы обсудим, как провести еще одно маркетинговое исследование, которое подскажет, какую цену запросить на свои товары или услуги. И это важный шаг перед следующим занятием на тему бизнес-финансов. Далее, вот, когда мы приступаем, мы начинаем изучать, что такое маркетинг и ценностное предложение. На это отводится 25 минут. И ценностное предложение – это, то есть, объясняется тем, что, то есть, это то, что делает компания и чем ваш продукт, услуга отличается от конкурентов, и почему клиенту стоит их купить. И также поясняется, что ценностное предложение – это важная составляющая продвижения на рынок маркетинга товара или услуги наравне с упаковкой, рекламой и лозунгом. И маркетинг – это деятельность или компания, которая занимается продвижением и продажей товаров или услуг. Также мы зачитываем список утверждений, а задача участников – встать, если они считают, что утверждение относится к задачам маркетинга. Надеемся, что они быстро разберутся и что все утверждения имеют прямое отношение к маркетингу. Угу. Следующая сессия в 60 минут – это мнемо-карточки, комплекс маркетинга 5П, продукт, цена, место, люди, продвижение. Необходимо, чтобы четко представляли, поработали с этими карточками, сопоставив им парные карточки, так, чтобы со словом «А» подойти к карточке с описанием «А». Суть игры заключается в том, чтобы запомнить, где и какие лежат карточки. И игра заканчивается, когда на полу не останется ни одной. Выигрывает тот игрок, который собрал больше всех карт. Следуя модели 5, мы можем быть уверены, что сможем занять свою нишу на рынке и предоставить покупателям необходимые товары и услуги. Далее идет сессия в 40 минут. Создаем бизнес-профиль. Раздается каждому участнику шаблон бизнес-профиля и отводите 25 минут. Далее идет как совет фасилитатору. И если есть время и желание сделать это задание более творческим, можно попросить подручные материалы и сделать баннер с названием предприятия. Так. И как только время закончится, можно переходить к блоку «Обсуждаем». Это творческий подход, 35 минут. Также просим участников взять скотч и наклеить на стену описание своего предприятия. Даем им 10 минут проанализировать работу. Также просим всех сесть в круг и обсудить, что бросилось им в глаза. И далее подводим итоги занятия следующими вопросами. Что для вас означает маркетинг? Как вы планируете продолжить строить бизнес-профиль? Где вы планируете рекламировать свой бизнес? Каким образом вы установите цену на ваш продукт, услугу? Объясняем также, что такое ценообразование для продукта, услуги. Ну и завершение занятия, когда мы похвалим участников за творческий подход к упражнениям. Так, а также объясним, что креативность и инновационность позволит им, как предпринимателям, грамотно спланировать свой бизнес и находить все новые способы улучшить уже существующие товары и услуги. Кажется, все.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Rahat.
Thank you, Rahat. This part of the book was about marketing, pricing,
Да,
and it was
Нилуфар. Все подробненько.
No worries, I will be reading. So I made the notes, Nilufar, don't worry. So marketing, pricing, 100, no worries. 120 minutes of the session. How to do the pricing, what is the business profile of the company, and how to do the market research. So they are going to start with researching on how to have the prices on goods and services. The AflaYouth participants will learn what are the methodologies of determining the prices. By the end of this session, they will have their own research analysis, and they also have to come up with the 5 Ps for their goods and services, which is the marketing analysis part. There are various materials and methodologies used, like individual and group works and presentations of the work, and facilitators have good tips in the books on how to assist the participants in developing the last stage of this preparation for business finances. By the end of the session, students understand why it is good to have what is the outstanding part of their goods and services, and what is the market value, and what is the price of their goods and services that they provide to the society. So marketing section concentrates on what is the marketing, what are the 5 P elements for the goods and services that the participants come up with. The students have to work with the memory cards, and this is the methodology used here, and by the end of this game they must have an understanding of matching the 2 cards together. This helps the students to also create the business profile of the companies, and they also have to come up with the so to say the business plan of where they are going to advertise, what are they going to advertise, what's going to be the price of this product or service. And by the end, they will have the discussion in a creative way with the questions provided in the book so that everyone is included and they have a good understanding by the end of what is the business profile of the company, what is the advertisement, how the prices are set, etc. I hope I've translated it correctly.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Rahat, for the great presentation. Yes, really, you've present a whole idea of this great manual that we've got. It's a very well-packed material, as you can see. As you can, we had this presentation. So entrepreneurship participants begin with this business concept, and they are sharing and brainstorming the whole idea to clarify their own idea of business, but also their passions and motivations for starting a small enterprise. So moving forward, either individually or in a small groups, participants, as you can see, they will begin to map their businesses models by discovering their customers base and target market size and competition. So understanding all this information is a critical part of setting a new business in the world successfully. So that participants learn from these sessions that we have here, so from these 10 sessions, and these 10 sessions will help shape the details of their new enterprise to ensure that they are engaging in businesses activities they enjoy, but they also need to be a local customers and have a place in the local market. So they are really thinking about the realistic idea, and they have these tools how to create this whole idea. So this is very interesting book from my perspective. And you could see that every session has the same format. So in every session you can see the overall outcome, lessons, objective, materials. So when you are the trainer on the beginning of each session, you know how to prepare yourself, what kind of elements you need, what kind of methodology is suggested. But of course, if you know this type of methodology that Aflatun uses in the whole manuals, you can pick something different. But of course, you have the idea what kind of activities or suggested methodology you can use. Of course, time is suggested, but of course, it depends what kind of group do you have? Where are you working in a more formal places, or you have a huge group of people? So if they are discussing, you need to have more time. So this is of course suggested time. Keywords, information for facilitator. So every session will look like this. Now we will try to go to the next step, to the day number 4. And please go to the part overview of book number 3, entrepreneurship skills. The exercise is here. And you will have the chance in pairs to read successful entrepreneurship story, and you will find the story here on the platform. You will not have to find the Word document. It will be on the platform here. But when you will scroll down, you will find another element, which is called entrepreneurship word spider. So in pairs, please try to think and have a small brainstorm on what entrepreneurship is, and write down all words association in the word spider that you can find here. So on the beginning, please try to read the story and on the business. And after that, try to discuss in this pairs what you took from this story, and do you have any idea of successful entrepreneur stories in your own community, in your own country? And can you share the opinion, what did they, how they did become successful? So please read the story, try to think about stories that you've got and you know from the field, and try to fill the Word document entrepreneurship word spiders. So this is the whole idea of this exercise. We will have 15 minutes to do that. So do you have any questions? How to find the document and history?
I have one thing, Marta. I have to leave for another meeting for half an hour, so maybe don't put me in a group because I have to go in like 10 minutes.
Okay, so is it possible you want to have someone from
yes.
Jolene's group
Yeah,
together with someone? Okay. So please read the story, think about the idea, maybe the story that you've know from your community, from your country. Maybe during pandemic there was a great idea that become a huge success. Maybe you have your own businesses that you decided to create and it was a huge success, and then please try to do this as word spider. Okay, Luan, do we have pairs?
Yes, we have, and I will open the rooms. We are 5 groups, pairs of 2.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I would like to ask only few groups, not everyone, but few groups to present the spider on the beginning. Okay, just what kind of words are you connected with the word entrepreneurship? And this is the first part I would like to have. So who would like to share their spider?
Juliet, could you enable the interpretation, please?
There you go, dear.
Okay, maybe I can share.
Thank you, Ebru.
We were with Katya and talked about, after talking about the story and our own experience from our community, we come up with some classic but maybe important keywords actually, like your desire, your ambitious is really important, and you are transferring your experience to others actually when starting a business. And you should think positively along the way because there will be challenges and your motivation is really important. And the business idea, you're kind of thinking about possible missing points, maybe possible things that need of development within the environment, and you are kind of coming for a solution, for a step for these points. And you will do mistakes as an entrepreneur probably, and you should try again within this situation without giving up actually. And it is kind of analyzing different opportunities again for your business idea. And also the very important thing is you're a dedicated teamwork, maybe even if you start on your own, to grow and to grow more and to come up with a bigger business, like just to add more to your business, you should be a very dedicated team too, more or less like this. If Katya don't want to add anything more.
No, I don't want to do anything.
Okay, thank you, Ebru. And did you have a discussion about successful entrepreneurship story in your own community, in your country? Did you have this discussion? or did you
Yeah,
find the
we are working with, we have a program in our NGO as an entrepreneurship program. I am working on digital transformation program, but another program is entrepreneurship program. So we have so many examples actually. But maybe after reading this story, we actually discussed maybe not winning Nobel Prize as like a very inspiring, very best story, but the only example I remind was about making a toy from the clothes we don't wear and just giving that toy to the earthquake area. A very recent story for us, Hazlam Vitrin'de, in the name of Turkish, the business ideas. So something like this, I think it's a very successful story. You're doing something for the others and you're kind of, answering their needs too, because they really need something to play in that area. And you are doing this from the clothes people don't wear. So it's kind of circular thing, helps the environment too. So I think it's a successful one for a business idea. And we have many others in here.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ebru. Who would like to share the successful stories from your discussions? Do you have any examples of it? Who would like to share?
Альбина, озвучите, да?
Да. Я хотела рассказывать по поводу кыргызского парня, который разрабатывал такую продукцию, называется Ава. Это для телефона, вот для смартфонов. И этот инструмент фиксирует движение без помощи людей или каких-нибудь инструментов. Фиксирует, просто ставишь и снимаешь видео. И этот продукт этот парень продал на Amazon. Сейчас тоже этот очень востребованный продукт в Европе и в США. В данное время в Кыргызстане пока еще этого продукта нет. И сейчас этот парень получает ежемесячно за продажу этого продукта. Он это один, наверное, разработал. И еще что хотела сказать. И сейчас этот парень живет у нас в отдаленном регионе, в Нарынской области, в селе, живет и там зарабатывает онлайн, удаленно.
So the idea, the successful business idea is about a guy from Kyrgyzstan, who developed a software called Ava, and it works on the smartphone that it automatically detects movement. And he sold this software to Amazon, and it works now in Europe and United States of America. And now he monthly earns a lot of money, even though he lives in a rural area in the village somewhere in Kyrgyzstan. And while working online, he earns a lot of money with this, and that's quite a successful business idea from their context.
Wow, it's very interesting to hear that such kind of ideas. So I think many participants during your trainings, adults and of course youngsters, they will find a lot of great ideas and great opportunities to share with you about the entrepreneurship businesses ideas. And what is important on this in this part? As Jolene mentioned before, it's a good idea to think about this portfolio takeaway place. So it's good that every participant will be provided with my entrepreneurial profile template, and it's good to ask them to fill it as best as they can. So on the beginning, during the training, they can do it as a group, but later is a good idea to make it individually. So this is kind of feedback or assignment that they need to have. So we need to be some kind of coaches for our participants, and we need to ask them some questions like, how did you find your passion? What does passion mean to you? What type of businesses do you know? What are the strengths? What does success mean to you? So they need to reflect on this type of ideas, this type of questions, and it's very good to have the space, the area, which will be called portfolio takeaway. So please don't. Please remember about this part, which is very, very important during these sessions. So thank you very much for sharing all this great information and for presenting all the sessions during this part. Later with Luan, you will dive into the pitch a little bit. So now we will do a 10-12 minutes break, and after that we will come back to the last part of our meeting. But before that, do you have any questions or comments? No, Luan, you wanted to add something?
Just to say that you have seen several examples, very nice example, very good, inspirative one. So after we came back, we will do an exercise to see how we can create, for example, some business plan or business idea. So that's what's going to work in the upcoming hour. So let's go have a short break, and in 12 minutes we will come back again and we will continue. Thank you.
Thank you.
For this next session, you will have like more time to talk together with the team that you will be part in the breakout room. So we will just continue. And today, the day is about the cooperation between you and your turn somehow, because tomorrow maybe me and Marta will talk more, but today it's like your turn in order to discuss and to do some assignments that are given to you. So you have seen several examples of good business plans and how they are impacting the society in general. And when we are talking in Aflaton and when we are creating, for example, different enterprises, always we are having this balance between social and financial enterprises in general. So the idea here today for this last hour that we have till the end of today's training, we will have to discuss and in fact to create our business idea or a business plan. What or how we will manage to create that. During the session in the curriculum, the AflaYouth curriculum, and especially the book number 3, during the whole session, you are guiding the participants how to create this plan. And at the end, the participants that are part of your training or curriculum, they will come up with a business idea. So first, I will share several information in order to give you the bigger picture. And then within the group, you will have like half an hour maybe to work to create something as a business idea. But we are not going to go step by step in creating the business idea. Just we're going to mention what are the steps. And then we will have like a part to present your business idea. So I will guide you now. I will share my screen and go step by step. Okay. So we will be working in the groups, and we will create probably on 3 groups because we are less participants. And I already created Marta the groups. So there are 2 Russian-speaking group and 1 English-speaking group. So what is the idea? You will be creating and pitching your own business. And this is something very similar that a young person will do after the completing of the AflaYouth program. The first step is to come up with a business idea that is relevant for your local context. So within the curriculum, we are asking participants or the young people to come up with a business idea, and we will develop that idea. Here, the next task is to go to the AflaYouth Partner Platform and to see what are the steps by step, to go one by one, and then at the end you will have only 5 minutes to do the pitch. And now we are focused on the pitch part, because you will have also a lot of material in the book, but also in the platform. What are the tips, for example, to have an effective pitch in the platform? So pitch means to have something very important, like a short presentation in 5 minutes to deliver what is in your mind. I will read this, so I will like a comment from you. So if I'm to speak for 10 minutes, I need a week of preparation. In 15 minutes, I needed 3 days of preparation. In half an hour, I needed 2 days of preparation. And in a half an hour, I'm ready. If in an hour, I am ready now. So what does it mean? Preparation, as you see, is the key word here. So if you have something to speak and to deliver in few minutes, you need to have a lot of preparation. If you have a lot of time to speak, then preparation maybe is not very needed. But when the time is limited, and usually you know that when we are doing something now in those days, especially, the time is money. So as soon as you have limited time, you need to do a lot of preparation in terms of delivering your point, because sometimes you will have only 5 minutes to present yourself, and that's it. If you manage to do something to catch the audience, you are going well. If not, you will miss your chance. There is a lesson in the book, so in the book number 3, about the pitching, and what are the key elements of this pitching session, or what by the end of the session participant will be able to. So they will be able to present their business plan with the initial financial needs and marketing strategy. So they have those elements. They need to, or they will be able to receive, but also to give a feedback in very constructive manner. So not only to criticize something, but to give very constructive feedback. Also, it is necessary to understand how to revise and to make the necessary adjustments for the future pitches and action plans. As soon as you get the feedback, then you will come back and then you can do the adjustments. And at the end, in fact, they will describe, they will present everything that they have learned during the program. When we are delivering this lesson, the ultimate goal is to help the participants to make their pitch for their business idea, but also to to encourage them to ask and help regarding to the pitch. So they can ask for a question, or they can ask for a help, for example. You can find those tips here, and we will discuss it together here if you have any idea, or just how do you understand those. But in general, the idea is that for a pitch, there is no science how to do the proper pitch, but this is some tips that can help you in the future if you have like a 5 minutes presentation. So usually you can rely to this that is written here. So usually it's very good, in fact, to structure your pitch in 1 sentence each. So not to be long sentences, but to be very short and simple. Within your pitch, you need to present and to introduce yourself, to say something about your background, to title your idea. So it's always good to have something like titles. Juliet, you have a question, or you have raised your hand?
No, I just wanted to say Another tip, which we call an elevator speech, which is an amazing something. It's like within around 30 minutes, within the elevator's ride, if you can pitch a story to someone, this means that he or she will be caught enough so much that he or she will invest gigantic amount of money into your business. So 30 seconds is the utmost that usually is we refer to. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. As Juliet said, sometimes we have only a few seconds or few minutes to get the attention of the people. So when you have some like a very good idea maybe, but you are not getting to the right people, your idea is not receiving the impact or the time that you deserve maybe. And sometimes you need to be aware that you will maybe get the chance, but the chance will be very limited in terms of time. So you will have only a minute or two or three. Sometimes, as Juliet said, it's good to have your pitch in your mind, to have this presentation in an elevator, so in 30 seconds. So, but again, during the session that we are providing in the curriculum, we are empowering our children, our youth, how to create this pitch. So what is the most important element in doing that? So title your idea, gain attention and interest, and it is always good to know your audience. To whom are you delivering this pitch? To start catchy with something interesting, with a picture, with a story, with an example. And me and Marta now, we are also doing some training for certification in which we are as a trained. And in this, we are having some TED Talks that are very interesting worldwide. And usually the speaker there is always coming with something very interesting, with a very interesting story, with a very interesting example, and they are catching our attention, and then we are focused and trying to see what they are saying. So this is one of the tricks that we have seen them how they are using. Use picture language, so try to present, do comparisons, examples, describe the problem that you want to solve. So this is maybe one of the most important. What is the problem that you are addressing and you are trying to solve within your business, for example? Describe the solution. What are the benefits for the customer? So if you have a business idea and you describe what is your business, then describe the solution. Why someone should be and came to your office and to give you the money for your business idea or for the product if you are offering a product. The idea is always to try to be unique as much as possible, because the unique is something that is being unique is something that are distinguishing us from the other. Tell always what do you need. Be very exact on that. How many people you need, what skills you need, what amount of money you need, and try to elaborate that. And keep in mind, you need to do all of this only in few minutes. So you need to be very well prepared. Maybe like a lot of preparation will help you to concentrate it that. Motivate your personal team. So do something that will motivate people to be part of you. Don't go into unnecessary details. So if you are just telling a lot of details about the background, about the research, about what are your goals, what are your marketing strategies. So if you go in very much detail, then you will lose the attention of the potential donor or the audience. Mentioned you need to do something in very simple way that everyone can understand. So, and to be like, the idea here is to be very simple in terms of everyone in the room to understand what are you talking. And sometimes this is very, very hard to achieve, because sometimes we are using a language or we are using something that is maybe very common and very okay to us, but maybe sometimes for the other can be very, very tricky. The other thing is to be confident, to have a fun, to show the passion and the integrity. So when you are doing something and people are listening something that you are saying, but also they are seeing your appearance there. So if you are showing that you are your passion and integrity for something, the success will be probably larger. So when you are doing the pitch, there are several elements that I want just to share with you. Some of them are in the book, some are from the other trainings, but in general, what are the key elements that we are suggesting to have, for example? The 3 blocks that you need to have, for example, is to have something that is opening your presentation, the middle and the point, and how to close it. And for the first part, for example, is something that you need to do something that will grab the attention of the audience, to do something that to point the problem that you are gonna solve, for example. And there is some examples here. For example, the same methodology, somehow to say, is about the story. So to try to give example, to make an analogy, to do a metaphor, something to be like interesting and to catch the eye. And for the audience or for the person that you are presenting this, to do this, wow, what are you saying? So to impress them, to try to impress. If you have any question at any time, just interrupt me because I don't see all of you, so feel free to interrupt me. The middle part has this, you always need to give the answer to this 6 question. So what is the product or the service that you are offering? Who is your target group? What will your product or service impact to the target group, or which problem it will solve? Who is behind of the organization? Are the competition there? So are there other organizations in your country, in your place that are doing the same? And what is something that is very special for you? Why should they choose you, for example, for that? And then we have several like suggestion how to do the closing. So just to leave the audience thinking of you. So usually you can ask something, because this is like a trick. So if you ask someone something at the end of the presentation, they will just start thinking about your question and they will get your attention again. So they will just go back after you and trying to answer your question. So when you will prepare your business idea or just discuss about the business idea, and you will have a lot of handouts and a lot of things that you can find in the book number 3, the book that already start working with Marta previously. But in general, those are the questions that you need to answer somehow. What, who, how, wow element, why, and when. So first you need to come up with a business idea that is relevant to your content, but not necessary, because this is only an exercise. We are just going to see all the elements for the creating and coming up with a business idea. So we will be divided in the 3 groups, and each group need to come with one business idea. So within the group you discuss, you can give several like proposals, and then decide which is the business idea that you want to go in. And for this, you will have in the platform help. You can you have like a task. It's not necessary to go and to fill all the tasks there, but just that is something that will help you how and what steps you need to follow in order to come to this business idea. And the ultimate task that we have for today is, after half an hour or 25 minutes now maybe, when you will come back to the plenum, you will have only 5 minutes to do this presentation, this page. And if you need something that you want to additional, you can find in the book number 3 in page 73 and 85 about the creating the business plan and pitching your idea. So I'm sharing again the presentation, not presentation, the platform, just to make sure that we are seeing everything. So we are on the day 4. Now we are in this last part, creating and pitching the business plan. And you will see here that there are several tasks, but these tasks are only like something that will help you in creating the business plan. It's not necessary to go step by step and to open and to fill all those, because it will take a lot of time. But those are the steps that will help you and guide you how to create the business idea. As soon as you finish with this part, then you can go down and you will have to do the pitch. The pitch can be a presentation or can just be a discussion, like what the key elements. So from your group will have a 5-minute presentation, and that will be done for all the groups. So like a 5-minute presentation to see what is your business idea and what are your key elements that you want to share with us. It is clear so far? So you have seen previously with Marta the examples. You can rely to any example. So maybe you cannot. It's not necessary to create something new. Maybe you have something in your country or in your place that is very interesting. So you can share that idea with us. So, question, need for clarification. To clarify something?
Can you
Yes.
explain more about metaphor in the first section?
Mm-hmm. So, for example, if you say that we are going to do something huge as a mountain, and they will do, you are not going to do something like a mountain, but you are using some words to describe something with like a passion, and with using the words in order to get the feeling that you are doing something very big. So if you say that we are going to move mountains, for sure you are not going to move mountains with this your, for example, idea, but just to do something, to tell something specifically, or to rely to something that is like interesting for them, that can be linked to them. Or maybe you can even use, for example, the word like from the brandings that are used or are all over the world that are shared. For example, like Apple has done something, we can be Apple in our country, for example, in terms of technology. So analogy, metaphor you can use. And this is only the master of doing that are people who are just trying to impress others with using all the words. But all the time, keep in mind that need to be more or less realistic, but not to be totally something that you are just part of science fiction. So something that can be touched somehow. We will be together with you in the group, and if you have any question, but the idea now is think about your business idea, create the business plan, and try to sell that business to us. So we will be a public, or think that we are the donors, and you need to sell your product to us to make us invest your product. If you remember, for example, before the Donald Trump has a show that they are people doing something, and they came to the boss, and he will invest if they have a good presentation. Okay, let's go to the groups, and we will have 25 minutes because we'll be late. 25 minutes, and again, don't go very deep in terms of creating the business idea. Just focus on the pitching your idea or your plan.
Good. This is just the only group, or this is the people that we're left with?
No, we are giving them 1 minute to come back.
Okay.
So let's see. Yeah, we have 2 more people. I was visiting some of the groups in breakout rooms, and somewhere there was a serious fun. So they were having a lot of good time together and interesting ideas. So let's hear about the ideas. We will gonna go group by group to present, and I will be very strict on time. So as soon as you pass 5 minutes, I will cut you in order to make everything on time. And as the regulation or the rules are, so only 5 minutes for the presentation. So we start with group number 1? It's only English speaking that group. So we had Ebru, we had Laura, Shadi, Katya, I think. Yeah, they were in that group. So do we have a volunteer who want to share?
Well, let's try.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, our pitch is and business ideas. Let us be your matchmaker, and we help disabled people or disabled women between 18 and 25 years old to find a job. For them in the society, it's very difficult to find a job. So what our idea is to create a platform that they can look for a job, and we will help them. We have some very good relationships with companies who are willing to how do you say, to take disabled women in their company for very nice jobs. And we also will help them to develop their employability skills. So we will provide different trainings and workshops, so that they can develop their skills, like how do they need to present themselves if they want to apply for a job, like in communication, writing a motivation letter and CV, but also how to deal with job interviews. And well, the benefits are when they have a job, then it's an added value for their life. They have really a purpose in life. They are meaningful for their families and a community. They can have an independent life because they will earn money themselves, and they are able to feed their children or family, and that also will contribute to less poverty and and the related troubles that are existing. And what we need is to amount of money, let's say 50,000 euros, to create a platform for the software and the hardware and building a website, and also for our branding to reach our target group, and do the PR, the communication and marketing, and also to be able to find a room space for our trainings and workshops, that there is a safe environment we can offer them, and also for facilitation their transportation if they are not able to come to the office or the workshop area. So do you help us to give them a meaningful, independent life for these disabled women?
Thank you, Laura. You have done it in less than 4 minutes. So
Oh.
congratulations. Okay. Just a short question from me, just to think, not to answer now. So I was thinking in the beginning when you start presenting, what do you need in fact, but you said 15,000 euros, so okay. And what is the question? What is the added value of this intervention or of this idea that you have? And does someone else is doing the same thing? So why they choose you? Why should somebody give the money to you? What are the competition doing in this field? So just to think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's continue with the group. Next group, no, group number 2, and yeah, they will have 5 minutes, but maybe they will need an additional several minutes for translation if they speak in Russia. So who would like to present?
Мы или другие?
Jamila, you want to continue?
Если можно, нам еще минуты 2 подготовиться. Или мы только одни?
They need a couple of minutes to prepare.
Okay. Then you were in the third group, I think, yeah?
Вы были в третьей группе, да, Джамиля?
Let's see the next group then. The only
Это
one.
мы, наша вторая группа.
Альбина, вы сможете представить сейчас?
Мы готовы.
Нет, Альбина, я и была Лейла.
Мы
Okay,
третья
so-
вроде, нет? Группа.
Мы третья?
Okay. Nilufar, could you please translate? Thank you. I'm going to stop the interpretation now.
Так кто говорит?
Это кто? Это я, Альбина, это наша группа,
Да,
да?
Альбина,
Да,
вы,
Альбиночка,
да.
давайте, презентуйте.
Так, мы в течение 5 минут, да. У нас продукт, у нас услуга, кейтеринговая компания, называется «Счастье в дом». И особенность, мы хотели открыть эту компанию, учитывая наши традиционные особенности, то есть это, да, кыргызские традиционные особенности. Получается, что мы хотим? Мы хотим мы хотим помочь молодым невесткам. То есть, когда клиенты заказывают нас, мы будем оказывать услуги вот от сервировки стола до первого-второго блюда. И обслуживать их, наливать чай и так далее, и для мытья посуды. Это тоже включительно. Дальше. Почему он нужен клиентам? Потому что у нас, у кыргызов, не знаю, у других как, у нас очень много семейных мероприятий. Вот для того, чтобы помочь молодым невесткам и женщинам, мы хотели открыть эту компанию. Дальше они могут заказать эту услугу через онлайн, через интернет, они могут найти через рекламы, и мы пойдем к ним и помогаем, оказываем эти услуги. В основном мы устраиваем семейные мероприятия, фуршеты и так далее. Это будет у них дома. Мы организуем такие, наша компания оказывает услуги от 10 до 50 людей. Так, что хотели сказать?
Чем вы отличаетесь от всех?
Мы облегчаем. У нас трата небольшая. Мы будем приятно обслуживать. И мы экономим время и нервы этих семей. Да, и наша особенность, что мы будем делать акцент на наши посуды, на национальном, чтобы они были. Специально мы хотим купить, заказать посуды, салфетки и так далее, чтобы все было на национальном виде. Цена услуги зависит от количества людей, от выбора клиента, что они будут заказывать, и от условия клиента. Также, что хотели еще сказать,
Ну,
коллеги?
это будет ниже, чем на рынке.
Да, это будет ниже, чем на рынке.
На рынке услуг.
Мы будем продвигать, да, на рынке услуг, да, мы будем продвигать нашу компанию через рекламы, через интернет и через людей, через гостей, которые там сидят, мы будем обслуживать их, чтобы они друг друга оповестили, друг другу сказали, чтобы они через этих людей нашли
От сердца к
нашу компанию.
сердцу. От сердца к
Да,
сердцу.
да. Так. В принципе, вот эти, да, у нас все,
Да,
я все
да,
сказала.
все.
Да.
All right. So the idea is it's a service, it's a catering service called Happiness to Your House. They base this idea on their traditional specifications because some of the participants of the group are from Kyrgyzstan. So the idea of it is to help the young women who just got married because in Kyrgyzstan there's this traditional specification that they have a lot of family events, and these young women who just got married, they usually organize everything. They set the tables, cook and everything, and everything is on them. So their service would be helping these young women. They can find their service online through advertisements. They will be holding the events at the customer's home. So they will be serving from 10 to 50 people at the events. They will be helping to set the table. They will be preparing the food. They will help to serve the guests. They will help to do the dishes afterwards. Then the difference, what is their competitive advantage, so to say, is to simplify the work for the young women, to save their time and nerves. They could also put some focus on the dishes that they use, the napkins and they will have national ornaments on them, like Kyrgyz traditional ornaments. Also, something that will be differentiating them from their competitors is their price, because it will be lower than in the market, offered in the market, and the price will depend directly on the number of people that are invited to the event, what national dishes they want to order, and so on. The promotion will be mostly online, but also with word of mouth. So whenever they do this catering service in the event, they will try to make sure that the people talk to each other and they spread the word from heart to heart, as Svetlana mentioned. Yeah, that's the idea.
Thank you so much. This was like a pure business idea. So the first idea that was presented by Laura was somehow mixed between social and financial enterprises, and this is more like a financial enterprises. So you will do the turn on of the or everything by yourself, in fact, and you will invest the money from the money that you get from the people who were get your product. Okay, so you have done the very well analyzed. You have researched the market. You have seen that a lot of women are losing a lot of time in preparing. You have a lot of family events that you can help, and maybe the business idea will be very, very good in your country. Okay, thank you for this. And let's go with the last group.
Да, мы уже готовы.
Jamila, yes, please.
Да, могу я начать, да? Уважаемый совет партнерских организаций, доноров уважаем. Мы очень рады, что у нас есть возможность сегодня представить нам свою идею. Мы хотим открыть команду для взрослых, для развития взрослых. И наше предложение звучит таким образом. Откройте для себя новый мир, мир новых знаний и новых возможностей. Команда организаторов, она представлена 3 успешными бизнес-тренерами, которые подготовили эту идею и имеют опыт работы в данной сфере. Мы хотели создать академию для взрослых. Скажите, приходилось ли вам наблюдать, или есть ли среди вас такие знакомые, которые в связи с тем, что они достигли определенного возраста, они остались невостребованы? И вот такая категория людей, она достаточно хорошо подготовлена, но не может найти применение своим знаниям и навыкам. Вот поэтому мы хотим открыть такую академию, и большая часть тренеров, она будет из числа этих людей, которые имеют определенные знания. В нашем центре мы будем предлагать курсы по различным направлениям. Это курсы и для личного роста, и для IT, и какие-то специальные курсы по бухгалтерии. Это будут языковые, в том числе это будут курсы для танцевальных каких-то йоги и так далее, и так далее. То есть все это будет зависеть от конкретной аудитории, которая будет к нам приходить. А таких людей у нас достаточно много. Статистика говорит о том, что это достаточно большая целевая аудитория. В чем наш плюс? Мы для каждого из клиентов подготовили гибкую систему скидок. Если это из категории безработных, то тогда мы найдем какие-то услуги, которые он может выполнять для нашей академии. Курсы будут на платной основе, но будет гибкая система скидок. Что нам нужно для того, чтобы наша идея, она заработала? В качестве тренеров мы будем привлекать самих клиентов. Нам нужно здание для того, чтобы это было в удобном месте, чтобы могли наша целевая аудитория посещать этот центр. И, конечно же, нам нужны материалы для наших курсов. Но у нас есть отличная команда, которая может перетворить эту идею. Вот, собственно, все, что мы хотели рассказать о нашей академии. Я предлагаю всех вас, кто заинтересован, кто неравнодушен к этой идее, подключаться. Мы с удовольствием примем вас в нашу команду, и я думаю, что мы вместе добьемся больших успехов. Спасибо большое.
Right on time. Thank you, Jamila. Almost 5 minutes. Yeah, Luifa?
Yeah. So now I have to do it in 5 minutes as well. So
Translation is for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
All right.
Just kidding.
So they are happy to introduce to you their idea of the academy for development of adults. So their logo or their slogan is open the new world for yourself, open the world of new opportunities for yourself. So basically they're going to have trainers who will have a certain amount of skills and knowledge to help adults to use their potential. You probably have some acquaintances in your circle that don't work anymore but they have really good set of skills and knowledge that they could use. So that's a great place. Their academy is a great place for them to use their potential and in their academy, they will offer such courses as self-development, IT, accounting, languages, maybe even dance, yoga, etc., depending on the audience, on the people who will come for their services. Their benefits, their competitive advantages are that they're going to have flexible discounts for the people who want to use their services. So, for instance, if the people are unemployed, they will try to find some jobs for them within their academy so that they could use their knowledge, their skills to help other people. What do they need to realize this project? They need trainers who are well trained to attract those people who will be teaching. They need a good location and a building in order to have their physical center, and they need some materials. And for that, they will have a very good starting team who will do their best in order to make this project come true. And whoever is interested, please contact them because they will gladly find a place for you in their academy and in order to have this mutual success in the future. There you go.
Thank you, Nilüfer. Thank you, Jamila, and your team for sharing this. We have a very good mix of ideas and business ideas from all the groups. So this one, the last one, was a very dedicated to the social part. So it's like helping adult people, and you are creating somehow social enterprise. And good to hear that you have in mind and anticipated all the problems that you may occur, but also what are the ultimate goal is to help adult people, because you have seen the potential and what they can do in the future. So thank you for this very much. And the presentation was very strict and very concrete. So everything was clear regarding the element that you have put it there. Okay, how do you like this part? What do you think about this pitching and creating the business idea? And I need to say congratulations to you, because creating a business idea or business plan in several minutes is like a very good thing and very time consuming, but you have managed to do everything in like very few minutes. And when you are doing this with the participants, you will do that during the whole year. You will start with one lesson, and next day you will have a different lesson, and you will prepare the participant. But you have managed to do it. So thank you. You know that this was only an exercise to get the idea about what are the steps and what is need to be done. So to create a business idea, to have something. And especially you have seen the importance of the pitching your business idea. So what are the elements there? So you can find a lot of materials in the book as well, in the platform. You can go through them and to analyze and to see if you have anything that you want to share with us, any concern, any question. Me and Marta are here and we will try to help you. If not, thank you for today. So yeah, the floor is yours. The screen is yours, in fact. Okay, Marta, anything to add?
No, I'm just trying to put myself on the list to this academy and buy some services from it and be a part of the academy. I'm just, but thank you. And as you said, as Ebru said when we were on the breakout rooms, that sometimes we are doing this with youth and with children, and we tell them, okay, you will present the pitch. It's not so difficult. And you felt during this exercise on the beginning that you felt a little bit stressed. How we will do that? It's so difficult, I think. So it's good to have this experience, how you felt during this exercise, and think about these emotions that you had, and this type of emotion your participants will have too. So it's good to remember that, to prepare them, that maybe they don't believe that they are able to do that, but they are. So it's good to remember your experience too. So thank you very much for very interesting day. Tomorrow we will have the last day. So if there is any person who would like to share with us the Energizer tomorrow, it's good time just to raise the hand that we have the volunteer. If not, we can understand that. But if someone would like to create the Energizer for tomorrow, we will love it.
But keep in mind that tomorrow is more relaxed day, and we will share a lot of information with you. So some of you were scared, and during the days we start with the 25, 29 participants, and we ended today with 15 participants. So don't be scared. Come tomorrow. We will be good tomorrow as well. Just kidding. Thank you for today. So if we have a volunteer for tomorrow for Energizer, good. If not, we will prepare very, very hard Energizer in terms of doing, like, okay.
Okay.
If not, you can tell us tomorrow if you want to share something, or in fact to have an Energizer. If not, yeah, we will continue. Guys, thank you very much for today, and see you tomorrow.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you.